Hey guys, I'm not going to do a review. I'm going to do a initial test on the SOL Escape Bivvy. Um, SOL stands for Survive Outdoors Longer, and to other people it means different things. Um, this is their Escape Bivvy, which means it's has like a breathable exterior. At least it's supposed to breathe, let some of your sweat out, but it's supposed to be waterproof. It's not supposed to let a lot of water in, if any. The outside kind of feels like a Tyvek type material, like a house wrap, um, but not as loud. The inside is kind of a quasi mylar uh, lining. It does have a zipper. Um, this might be like a number 8 YKK zipper. At least that's kind of what it feels like. Good quality zipper. Doesn't zip all the way down, which is fine. It zips about the first third of the way down. It is orange, so it's easily visible. It has a drawstring loop to cinch around your face. Uh, I think I picked this one up on Amazon for 40 bucks. They make it in a hunter green color, and they make a few different uh, types of these bivvies. So make sure you're sure what you're buying before you buy it. This one on Amazon, I want to say it was like 35 or 40 bucks. It weighs 8 ounces. I don't have the stuff sack, but it packs down to about the size of an Nalgene bottle in diameter and about 6 inches tall, so smaller than an Nalgene bottle. Doesn't take up a lot of space, weighs 8 ounces. I don't know the exact dimensions, but I'm about 6'1", 210 pounds. I have pretty broad shoulders. I'm average. Well, I'm probably slightly bigger than the average male for size comparison. I've gotten in this bag a few times, but I haven't like zipped it up and got in it cocooned and everything, and I haven't used it like outside before, so this is going to be the first time. Um, a few things. Number one, I'm not outside, but I'm in an unheated shed. Um, the outdoor air temperature is 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Um, I don't know if you're able to see that or not. Camera might have a hard time picking it up, but it is 32 degrees. I've been out here for about 15 minutes just setting up, getting my body cold. And then a few other things. I'm wearing just a pair of heavier weight cotton socks, a pair of jeans, a kind of mid-weight stretchy base layer, and then a t-shirt on top. Just wearing a baseball hat, not wearing a beanie, not wearing gloves, not wearing thick wool socks, not wearing like all these insulative layers because when you're out in the woods you might not be wearing that. You might be, but again you might not be. This is kind of average clothes for, especially for this weather. I'd probably be wearing this and maybe a jacket. I won't have snow pants and thick winter boots and gloves and a bomber hat and whatnot. I have all that stuff, but I probably won't be wearing it. So, I think this is more of a realistic test than, being all, fitted out. But, yes, 32 degrees. My hands are already kind of numbing up a little bit. So, I'm just going to get in this bag because I'm kind of getting cold standing here talking about it. But before I get in it, I have a grabber emergency tarp 5x7, and then a Thermarest Pro Light. This is rated as like a 3-season. I don't think they intend it for this cold of weather, but it packs down small and it weighs a pound, and that's what I carry. So I'm just going to get in this quick and see if I can warm up a little bit. Already, I can feel myself warming up. My hands are still kind of cold. My feet are in contact with the fabric at the bottom, so kind of that, it's almost like it's conducting coldness into the bag. But again, I'm about 6'1", 6'2", and it fits me perfectly. It's kind of snug, but in a way that's kind of good. I guess laying in here, it's almost like you're laying in a body bag. It's about the size of a mummy bag. It's just not fluffy like one. Yeah, I'm starting to shiver right now, but that's probably actually my body warming up. It's a weird feeling. You can feel your body heat almost bouncing around, hitting that reflective coating and bouncing back into your body, warming it. I don't know, I've probably been in here a minute maybe, or 2 minutes, and I'm not comfortably warm, but and I'm shivering a little bit, but it's not like I'm uncomfortably cold. I prefer to be a little bit warmer, but again, I've only been in here a minute. But you know, a few advantages of this is compared to a emergency like space blanket that you get at Walmart, that fold up to like the size of a deck of playing cards. This, it's reusable, and it's also designed as like a bag instead of just a blanket that you have to, like, you know, wrap around. The other thing is it is a lot more durable, and it's reusable. It's not just a one use type thing. It's not nearly as durable as, say, like nylon or, you know, silny, polyester or anything, but it's also reasonably affordable. So if one rips, to me, it's not a huge deal. They're compact. You could easily throw them in like a bug out bag, just a small survival kit, get home bag. You could have one in the trunk of your car, or a couple for, you know, you and your family. I probably wouldn't recommend this for camping, but for some people in warmer climates, you know, I could see, I mean, you could just pack this, and this weighs 8 ounces compared to maybe 2 to 3 pounds for a light summer bag. And it also packs down quite a bit smaller. And it's also, it's supposed to be waterproof. I haven't tested that, but I've seen tests online and I've read reviews, and they say it is waterproof. And, you know, I could agree with that because it you know, it seems waterproof. I might test that in a second. But it's supposed to be breathable, which, you know, we all know that's not always true. But you know, in colder weather, I could see, say in 20-degree weather, you could just pack like a 40-degree sleeping bag and pack this and use this as a bag liner. And you know, I'm sure in that situation you'd be toasty. In a second, if I don't warm up enough, I might try throwing my Kafara Wooby on top. I've slept in that down to about this temperature, 32 degrees. And again, I wasn't toasty warm, but you know, I wasn't cold by any stretch. So yeah, I don't know how long it's been now, maybe 3 or 4 minutes, and I am starting to warm up a little bit. My toes, they're still kind of stretching out the bottom of the bag, and my toes are in contact with the bag. So, you know, my toes are kind of numb. I could, you know, go like this, put my knees up, but, you know, I probably couldn't sleep like this. So yeah, right now, I won't call myself uncomfortable, but I'm also not all that comfortable. But I mean, I could easily survive, especially if you have a small fire or if you have better clothing on. Like maybe a Primaloft jacket and maybe a beanie and some thicker socks. You know, I'm sure you could figure out something to be toasty. But yeah, I bought this and I had it in one of my bags, but I had never tested it out. So you can read all you want online, but every person's different. Some people are more tolerant of the cold, and some people sleep really cold. If anything, I probably sleep a little bit warm, and I can tolerate the cold quite a lot just from the climate where I live in. But yeah, I had this in one of my bags, so I just wanted to test it out and see just how low I could reasonably assume I could use this. Now, I mean, there's a few other things. I could probably maybe cinch this up tighter. And the other thing is the cord goes to the inside, so you can cinch it from the inside. So that tightened it a little bit, but I feel a little bit claustrophobic. Oh, and the other thing is, it's almost like QD. I'm just spreading my hands and it's opening up. But, you know, when it's like that, you're also letting heat out and cold in. But, you know, I'm still alive. I probably won't want to sleep all night in one of these, but I'm sure you could, and it'd probably strive off hypothermia. I mean, as long as you weren't in wet clothing and all that stuff. But again, it's 32 degrees out. It's freezing. That's 32 degrees Fahrenheit. And for 8 ounces of protection, and again, it's orange, so it can be used to signal. And also, again, I am on a sleeping pad, which is rated to like R3 maybe. It's just an inch thick. It's a thermarest. And then I went on top of this tarp. But I actually think it worked pretty good for 32 degrees. I wasn't in it a long time, but compared to when I was out of it, I was a lot warmer. I might come back for part 2, and I'll use it in conjunction with the Kafaro Wooby, and I think that combination will be pretty toasty, and that would be a pretty lightweight setup. So yeah, join me for part 2.